Offense working from the pistol. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock.
It's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number one.
And the Huskies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Rides to back and leaves it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield. He tried to make something out of nothing, but there was really nothing he could do on that play.
And I hope offensively that's not going to make them quit on this option play. That's a scheme that really puts the defense in a bind. If I were them, I wouldn't let that play stop them from trying to run it later in this game.
He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. Keeps looking downfield. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Fires and picked off. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And this defense started to become a common thread, man. First drive, they forced the INT after having 4 picks last week. They are finding the football. Nice way to start this football game.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On the option. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do it.
There he goes. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs at Slater. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
He'll ride his man on the option. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. To the air, it's Montgomery. Quickly to the tight end. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Here comes the option. Powers through the defender. He'll be knocked out of bounds after picking up a few.
And you kind of thought that situation, QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution in the option by this offense.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Looking for a man. It's Montgomery. It's on target and complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take...
Turning it on! They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like he is the bell cow.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Well, the offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Leaves it with the running back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides to the back. Nice move to keep running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
Looking downfield, it's McBride. Dances away. He'll pull it down and run. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making some.
Breaks into the open. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Extending the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Wants to adjust the pattern. After the run, now to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman-caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude. They didn't.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. To the air, it's McBride. Makes the catch.
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? The coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything crazy with the football. We can't turn it over. We're already in field goal range, and he's like, no, man, I got my matchup one-on-one. I know where I'm going, and not just that. I'm not just going to get the first. I'm going to set you up now on the goal line. Let's roll.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
How about the speed on defense? Offense trying to get tricky, trying to run the quarterback outside, but the pursuit and the speed by this defense, they got to him quick.
After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4.
Let's go. Ready?
Wants to go up top. Smashes ahead. And he will score! Touchdown, Washington! Extra point here will tie the game. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling like that.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
And if I'm a QB, I'm calling my own number a lot, especially when it's successful like this. Continue to put me in good situations, continue to get positive chunks of yards. Yep, I'll keep that more.
The Vols with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Toss to the outside. Runs for the tackle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, two great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration. Everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? They'll run it from the gun. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Tennessee.
Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Racing down the left side. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Washington. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. He'll keep it himself. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. And the Vols in a good spot here with second and short. Back to throw, it's Montgomery. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the Volunteers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Slater.
And those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
The Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He wants to go deep. Picked turnover. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Trying to take it back. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Huskies.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas, try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Michigan State made it look easy, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit road win. And a victory like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Spartans. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Back to throw, it's Montgomery. Scrambling away. On the move, he fires. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Trying to get behind the defense. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Galladay. There, got some room, headed to the goal line. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Dahl. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
Tennessee offense will take over. 1st and 10.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air, it's Montgomery. Just a short pass to the tight end. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time for one final play of the half. The DBs will back off a bit. Looking to throw on first down. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Huskies will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here is the Tennessee offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds us back in the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Turning it on. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways.
A lot of room to the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. They'll run the option. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The option look. Leaves it with the back. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The Vols are in the hurry-up. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Now on the option. Here's the handoff. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Vols!
And I love how this offensive coordinator uses all of his playmakers and all of the speed. This is a guy that we've seen hurt defenses before catching the football, but you can get him involved in the running game as well with the option play. You get him on the perimeter. He's the pitch man. Nobody accounting for him. It's an easy walk-in score for the offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Looking for a crease. It's Galladay. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Second down.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Caught in the backfield. It's Galladay. Breaks into the open. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Tennessee ready to go to work the big orange offense on the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Quick release by the QB. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Vols in the hurry-up. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. This crowd knows when to bring it. Dropping back, it's Montgomery. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely center cut. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Bowling Green is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Sam Houston. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. and Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
They'll try the right side. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Trying the left side. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Now the toss. Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Volunteers. Great job by the back on the option.
The running back is going to get the long touchdown run on the stats, but the option was run beautifully. How about the timing down the line of scrimmage? A perfect pitch, and the running back takes it and does the rest. That's why this offense is hard to stop. So many options on so many plays.
They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. To the air, it's Montgomery. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage.
There he goes. At the 20. Touchdown, Huskies. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off play action on first down. He unleashes a long one. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field. I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
On the option. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Using the quick game. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Under fire. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on 4th down in their opponent's territory, you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2-possession lead.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quicker.
And you know you're athletic when you're described with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Pocket breaking down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Offense facing 4th down.
We've reached a break. It's Washington holding the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, you know, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like the offense doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this
turning it on! Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And the Volunteers headed quickly to the line. Back to pass, it's Montgomery. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Caught behind the line. It's Mung. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Kansas State has just had no answer to the ferocious tail kicking they're taking today, and if you thought... which was colorful before, wait till his postgame. They're trailing by 14 to Oregon State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Fires downfield. He's open on the right. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the fourth quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well, so this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's McBride. Under fire. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this net.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Washington. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Dahl. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here is the Tennessee offense. Looking downfield on first down. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Calls his own number.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking downfield, it's Montgomery. Right on the money. He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking for a huge play. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push, and ball security, David. That's a premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. Smart move to keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Off the play fake. Got his man quickly. After 45 on his way. Big gain on that one as he stepped out of bounds with a 1st down. And the Huskies want to crank the tempo. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Washington.
Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively.
Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And that extra point is a big one, as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. He'll bring it out. It's Dog. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. To throw, it's Montgomery. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back, and going to get the quarterback.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Here's a throw downfield late. And it's picked off for the fourth time today. Looking for more room.